innocent people in a jihad. And then he writes, my strength is my financial capabilities. And federal investigators have already found that Hassan donated $20,000 to $30,000 a year to overseas Islamic charities. As an Army major, his yearly salary, including housing and food allowance, was approximately $92,000. And he was sending $30,000 a year to Islamic charities overseas. 2 FBI task forces in Washington, San Diego received the intercepted messages, but deemed them innocent. I guess they also prize diversity. The FBI task forces said that it was diversity that they had to worship. They had to get down on their hands and knees and pray to the God of diversity, not the God of survival. Well, we're in trouble. We are in trouble because we have nobody at the top. Nobody at the top will take responsibility for the massacre at Fort Hood. Not only do they not take responsibility, they won't even say who did it. They won't even blame radical Islam for this. They say don't jump to conclusions. Well, you don't have to jump to conclusions to understand when a man writes, I can't wait to join you in an afterlife, and then a few weeks later or whatever, he screams Allah Akbar and opens fire on innocent people standing in line without guns. What conclusions can you come to, Mr. Mullen or Secretary Gates? No conclusions? Then what in the hell are you good for? I'm sorry. I have respect for these men. They're very powerful men. They've risen to the top of the military chain of command. And yet we, the people, are sitting here saying, tell us, how are you going to stop the next massacre? And they say we have no way to stop it because we can't even conclude who did it or what happened. And you shouldn't jump to conclusions, or we'll arrest you, basically. They'll arrest you for jumping to a conclusion. I don't blame the media. The media tried to get an answer out of him. You could see the reporter asks Gates if he can call it a terrorist attack, and Gates says he's not just going to go there. You hear this? Well, anyway, here's another one. Hassan was worried about results of recent HIV tests. That just came out, too. What? Where'd this come from? November 19th? Today? This is a news story now? Major Nidal Hassan seemed worried about the results of an HIV blood test taken a week before the Fort Hood shooting rampage, according to federal investigators piecing together background details. The information came from a member of the Fort Hood medical staff who was in the building where Hassan is accused of opening fire and killing 13 people and wounding over 30. The investigators said there was no indication that Hassan was HIV positive, although a bottle of medicine used to treat a HIV positive individuals, Combivar, was seen in Hassan's apartment by ABC News last week. Medical experts say many doctors also have this drug on hand in case of an accidental needle stick. A second drug seen in the apartment is an antibiotic designed to treat respiratory infections. However, it can also be used to treat specific opportunistic infections in patients with HIV. Hassan, who was not married, was a regular at a Killeen, Texas strip club, which features nude dancers, according to employees there. So I guess the holy man crossed over the wall. I guess the holy man wasn't so holy, and I guess to him, the holiest thing he could do was assassinate innocent people. I guess that's a holy thing to do, according to him. I guess he thinks he's going to be rewarded for that in the next world. Don't you see what's going on? Well, okay, of course you see. You can see what's going on. Indiana Randy, you're on the Savage Nation. Go ahead, please.
Michael, I just wanted to make a comment and see what you thought about the theory that perhaps Gates is afraid of standing trial on an international court. And
what do you mean? Wait, standing trial for saying that the man, we know this, that the man sent emails to Al-Qaeda. We know he screamed Allah Akbar. What? That he can't say the facts that everyone else knows?
I know what you're saying, and I'm totally in agreement with you, but I think they're so intimidated. Now, especially, a shot's been fired over the bow with this case being tried in New York for the Twin Towers, and I just think that it's going to hell in a handbasket unless somebody stands up. And
well, I would charge the lawyers with sedition. Any lawyer who goes after the CIA, I would charge with sedition. I would jail them. I would pull the Sedition Act out. I'd put those cockamamie, cockeyed, Prozac-taking maniacs from NYU and Columbia Law, and before they could say Jackie Robinson, I would put them in a sedition court. Thanks for the call. I'll be right back.
Savage.